first. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today I want to talk about the famous people influence and how they affect the society in the positive and negative side. Famous people influence is a fact that concerns many people in the society, and there are several several categories of the influence of famous people. There is the rich people influence, celebrities, politicians, educations and inventors, what they call the intelligentsia people. The rich people influence affect the society in positive and negative side. Many people feel jealous and want to live as they live. They want to buy their cars, they want to live as their life, and they want to be like them, but they can't afford it. So the problem is that they want to have loans, they affect themselves in a negative side to live as they live. And a positive side, that some people who want to get influence from rich people, they work very hard, they do very hard jobs in order to be and live as they live, but in the good way. And some people want to be successful and to try to be like in order to have a lot of money, this is the positive side of the influence of rich people. The negative side is to affect the society of trying to live in another way of how do they live. And rich people influence always want from the society to be in a good way and to represent the society in a much better way than they used to. The other category of the influence of famous people is the celebrities. Celebrities influence is mainly about the adolescents and teenagers who get influenced by the celebrities. For example, if a celebrity had an advertisement about any famous product, they always want to buy this product just because one of the celebrities had this ad in the TV. So no matter how much it costs, or no matter what is the benefit of it, but they always want to buy this item because this celebrity, for example, had the advertisement on the TV. And many celebrity fans love to do and act like celebrities. For example, if this celebrity went to this store, I want to went to this store. If this celebrity went to this gym, I want to be at this gym. If this celebrity buy this car, I want to buy this car. And this affects the families and because their children, they can't afford their children what the celebrities do, and always the families get annoyed from the celebrities by their actions. And the positive side of some celebrities, when they when they donate to any donation or any society who are poor or don't have much money, they affect the society in a positive side, and the society will love to do as the celebrities do. So this is a good example of some celebrities who represent the society in those days. The third category of the third category of famous people influence is the politicians. Nations always want to be as leaders. Some people in the society want to be much important as they do. We all know that politicians and leaders are always important in the society. They have a special protection. They live a different life than we do. So some people feel jealous. They want to live as they do. They want to they want to show to people who live in the society that they are important, and this is affect some rich people of a kind of a jealous, because they are rich but they don't have that much important. They're not important as much as politicians. They want to. They always want to. As a politician, they always want to share the good things that they do. If a politician did something good, some leaders or some ministers or some secretaries want to do as the politicians do, they get influence from them. So always if any politician did any mistake in the society, they always try to trap him in the magazines and in the newspaper and the internet by putting this news on the internet. So people who get influence and the negative side of politicians try to show off and to show that they are important, which affects their human behavior. They do not create their own. They do not create their own personality. They get influence from another person, which is negative side of his personality. The last part of the part of the influence of education and investors and inventors, which is the intelligentsia people. People like them and had a lot of steps, which they had a lot of steps in the world. They hold the history, they hold the information from the past years, and they give it to us. If those people didn't did any jobs or didn't did any inventors in the past years, people won't get influence and not all people, some people won't get influence and won't do and try their best in order to have the goods for the society. So the influence of educational and inventors is people like to learn as they do. How do this person did this step? I want to do it in a better way, and I want to make it more developed. I want to develop it more than it used to be. And this is a good side of the educational and inventors, which is the intelligentsia people. And this is always educational people influence is a positive way of influence of people. In conclusion, I want to say that famous people influence is a well-known fact that could be positive or negative side in the society, and it's a well-known fact that could affect the society in a negative or positive side, and it knocks many of the Americans' families' house nowadays. And families sometimes get annoyed, so we always have to check what our children and friends create their personality. Thank you for listening to me. Do anyone have any question?
So you mentioned American families get influenced a lot. How about in your country? Do people get influenced by famous people?
Yeah, and this is why I said about politicians and rich people, because a lot of people overseas who are rich, but they can't show off as politicians, because even if they are rich, they can't show off like politicians by showing how important are they. They are rich, they have the money, but they cannot do anything because they are only rich. They cannot create anything like the politicians. They can't have their own orders and all of this stuff.
Okay, so do you, let's see, what do you think is the most influential person in this world? I don't know.
From those categories?
From those categories.
Well, I can tell you that each person have the positive and negative side. For example, if we took two examples, there is a very famous TV show, Keep Up with the Kardashians, and the entertainment TV. I was reading a lot of articles about it, and many people do not like it because it shows the celebrity life on a daily basis, and children and teenagers, adolescents get affected by they saw something in the TV. They want to live as they do. They want to go to Vegas. They want to play. They want to put a lot of money in this and this and this and like this. And on the other hand, for example, like Angelina Jolie, she always wants to support the donations and help people, and so in each category there is a positive and negative side.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you.